to make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go, 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 go!
Six!
It's beautiful! Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Rush listeners, if you're ready to drive something extraordinary, it's ready for you at Willis Automotive in Des Moines, where they treat you like family. Guest level service, flexible financing, and that perfect ride waiting for you. Come to 2121 Northwest 100th Street. Check out their new and pre-owned lineup and experience the Willis difference today. A little bit of a difference today. We don't have Travis. We might have Travis for a moment at some point in the show today. Instead, been really looking forward to hanging out with Owen for a couple of hours here this Thursday morning. How are you, buddy? What's up? Thank you so much for getting up, coming over to Dad's house, and doing all the stuff for us today. You very much appreciate it, man. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and it's no problem at all. Doing very well.
You don't look like you're in construction gear. Sometimes when we see you, you're like, "Are you have to go to work today?"
Yeah. But I've been doing the typing.
Oh,
lately.
That's right. You're not in the field anymore. Yeah. This is what
well,
happens
I am still in the field, just sitting in a trailer, a double wide, in my little office.
Is right now? Is that the goal, Owen? Are you thinking stay in the construction biz, stay on the business side of it, and move your way up?
I'm trying out this management thing, and then if I don't like it after this, I'm going to go back to being a carpenter.
You're how old?
26.
Okay, it was 25 when I quit swinging a hammer, and I was telling your dad the other day, last week, I put a new storm door on the back of the house. I had to take the trim off. I had to do some real man shit, and do some real work around the house. It was so cool to have those skills in my toolbox. But there is something that's going to happen to you in the next couple of years, and maybe not for you because you're still there and you're still on top of it all and you're still a part of it. I missed it.
Oh yeah,
I missed it. Like there was not every day, not when it was 12 degrees and not when it was 112 degrees. But there were some days I'd miss it. I missed that hard work. I missed doing something where at the end of the day you stood back and went, yeah, we built that wall today. We dug that ditch today. We laid that concrete today. Cool. I don't know. There was something very simple about it.
It's been 3 months for me, and already I can, like, my little home projects have increased a lot.
Yeah.
Like things I'm looking to do. I'm like, oh, I should finally get around to doing that I'm not tired when I come home.
Then when you say home projects, do you mean they're at mom and dad's, or do you mean do you have a place?
Me and Lizzie have a house.
I didn't know that. I thought you got.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, nice for her. Good for you.
Good for you.
All right.
Yeah, and she would like me probably to say that Lizzie has a house.
You get to live at Lizzie's house.
I live there.
Hey, but a lot of us have been in that situation at one point in time in our lives. You don't feel bad about that at all. At least you're doing all that stuff, dude. Here's the deal. Oh, yeah. I had all those skills, and for years I was just too lazy. You know what I mean? You'd get done with work and you'd get home, and I would go, the last thing I want to do is stuff around this place, and then you get behind on it, and then it gets way more expensive. And so I love that you have, at least you're definitely pulling your weight. I mean, you've got a job, you're doing stuff around that. It's not like you're just freeloading trophy. No. I have a buddy who's a trophy husband. And that's like his brand. He's a stand-up comedian, and his brand is, I'm a trophy husband. My wife's
get there.
Yeah, he's like, my wife's a doctor.
Yeah.
I tell jokes. I'll change the diapers.
Yep.
Right? Know your role, man. Know your role. Be happy. You had a fun night last night, I know, and we'll get into, because man, tons of hoops stuff from last night. 3 Iowa teams in action. Iowa with the win. You and I and Drake both take tough losses. You were at the Creighton DePaul game, which was a fantastic game. We have some other college basketball stuff. Iowa had a really nice, since you were at Creighton DePaul, I assume you didn't get to watch the Hawks.
Did not.
I know you're a big
No.
Hawk fan. Dude, that game started scary. Scary because Hawks gave up a big lead to start the game. In fact, I'll go to the game flow because, man, it was like 14-2.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. I mean, it got off to a tough start. Ohio State hits a couple of big threes. I'll see if I can find what the actual score was very early on. It was pretty ugly. Yeah, 14-2 was the biggest spread. That's about 5 minutes into the game. Hawks have had a bucket. They've given up a couple of big possessions, had a couple of turnovers, looked out of sorts. Ball wasn't finding Bennett Sturts the way it normally does for the Hawkeyes, and it was a tough start. And then everything, like in a flash, everything turned around. Hawks hold Ohio State scoreless for the next 10 minutes, 9 minutes. I think they went without a single point. Hawks jumped up to a 22-15 lead at that point, and then just dominated the rest of the way. And that was so fun game. And all the things that we've talked about the last couple of weeks that we needed to see from the Hawkeyes, like, you got to see more than just Bennett Sturts scoring. And last night, Fulgaris got hot. He had a couple of guys that had some a nice game for the Hawks. So nice to see the Hawks get a win. Your dad had called it a must win. I think that was pretty close to it. When they got down 14-2, it started to feel like a must win.
Yeah.
Got down 14-2. I'm thinking, oh no, this is not. This is not going to be a good conversation on the backside of this if the Hawks just shit the bed like this. So to come back and dominate the game the way they did, Fulgaris ended with 20. Sturts did lead the team with 22 still. Maniau had 12. Banks had 10. Cox had 15 assists on 27 field goals. So again, winning the game with fantastic ball movement, really good defense. And a nice win for the Hawks. They improved to 20-8 on the season. They're 10-7 in the Big Ten, and just a couple games left now because they still have a couple of tough ones. Penn State is next. That's at Penn State on Saturday. And then next week is Michigan and at Nebraska. So those would be two really tough games to wrap up the regular season. But I do think Hawks pretty much solidifying themselves into the tournament now. I hate to say that because a lot of things can happen, but beat Penn State, and I'm not worried about those final two games against Michigan and Nebraska. You were at the DePaul Creighton game last night.
Yep.
And then you saw a fantastic game last night. So walk through me what happened, because I saw Creighton was leading the entire game, and then DePaul won.
Yeah, so I mean, it was like that. Creighton had a steady lead all game, nothing too crazy. I think at one point it was 10 or 11 points, but towards the end of the game, late in the second half, DePaul just started closing the gap, and ended up taking the lead with I don't know the exact time, but very, very little time left in the game. Creighton gets the ball, calls a timeout, 3.3 seconds left, throws it in, and it just couldn't make the shot to win the game. And again, ended 72-71.
72-71. DePaul gets out of Omaha with a win.
Yep,
over Creighton. Did you have fun?
Yeah, and actually, here's a question: do you like Detroit style pizza?
No, it's not pizza.
Oh, really?
No, neither's New York. Neither's New. Wait, now hold on. What is Detroit style pizza?
Okay, so we go to
is it the
brewery.
square one?
It is square, and it's slightly thicker. It's not like deep dish, but it's like pan pizza.
Yeah. So it's pizza. New York style is the one that's just casserole.
No, New York. That's Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah.
That's that deep dish pizza.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The casserole.
Yeah.
New York is really thin.
Yeah.
Detroit is square.
Yep. And slightly thicker.
And then just pizza's round.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I guess, yeah.
I don't know. Why do we? All right. So Detroit style pizza. I know what you're. It's like I think a Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, it's been a long time since I've had a Little Caesars. So
no,
those are round, aren't they?
No.
Oh,
no, they're big square. Then you can get like the Remember Pizza?
Yeah.
Huger. Yeah,
So,
I think
yes.
they're square. So anyway, yeah, square pizzas. I think I'd call that pizza.
Yeah.
But Detroit style, not my first go-to. Why?
That's what we had last night. That's what this was the shtick of this brewery, was Detroit style pizza.
Okay.
For my liking, it's a little bit too much per slice, if that makes sense. Like one slice is a heavy endeavor, and it's usually got like little. They kind of load on the toppings. I noticed on the Detroit style pizza.
What did you? So there's nothing. There's nothing like there's not a special sauce for Detroit style, right?
No, it's just
doughy.
it's
just thicker, doughy. Yeah, I know
yeah,
yeah. Wouldn't be my go-to. Which brewery was it?
Site One is what it's called.
That, man.
It's newer. It's kind of a cool place, but it's one of those things that just like popped up, and now everyone's going there and getting some pizza and beer.
Dude, I'm glad to know that pizza and beer is a thing. Yeah. I have so many awesome memories. We had a place in Pleasant Hill called Main Street Pizza. And again, this was before breweries were a big thing, but it was like our little small town pizza shop. Had a couple of video games in it. You know, you'd always go in there. There'd be like Pole Position and Galaga or something. The parents would sit around with a pitcher of beer. I think a lot of people have this experience with Pizza Hut when they were kids. Did your mom and dad do not seem like pitcher of beer at the pizza parlor?
No.
Maybe
they were. They're probably. We did go to the pizza parlor a lot. I don't remember them drinking beer, but we did go a lot.
Captain Kirk says he's never met a pizza he didn't like. Man, I disagree with that. I do. Chicago style pizza to me, I don't even. It's not appealing at all. And the Detroit style, I think.
I would eat pretty much any pizza. It's not like I'm going to be like, I'm above that pizza, but
yeah, I'm a snob when it comes to the Chicago style. Not my, not my thing.
Yeah.
Dusty's right. Travis doesn't speak poor. He doesn't. He's not going to find himself with the unwashed. Are you kidding me? Velvet rope Trav? You think he's going to? Did you get to talk to him at all yesterday before they took off out of town?
No, I didn't. I didn't speak to them. I don't think.
I didn't give a crap if they were taking off for a week or not. Doesn't matter to me at all.
That happens like twice a year, if not more.
Right. A couple weeks ago.
It's actually it used to be more of a pain in my ass when they went, because I had like my dog and their dog. My dog's not very nice, and then we have to bring her over when we sleep here because we're watching the dog, and then it's a whole thing, and gets nervous and like pees and poops on the floor. So I like it when they just stay home, but now they have someone else who is doing the dog sitting. So me and Lizzie don't have to do that.
You're there, but they're paying a dog sitter?
Yep.
When you say your dog's not very nice, what do you mean? What kind of dog do you have?
Good question. I mean, it's a mixed bag.
Good question, he says.
We did the DNA
just a
test.
mutt?
Yeah, just a mutt. I did one of those little swab things on the dog, and I came back with every breed.
You did a DNA test on your dog.
Oh, yeah. I was curious when we got it. I was like, I wonder if we can figure out what this dog is. And then it was everything.
It's 100% that bitch.
Yeah.
See what I did? Sorry. I'll show myself out. That was really bad. Audrey would have liked that joke. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had dogs I've never had a dog that was unfriendly to me.
Yeah, she's not unfriendly to me.
Yeah, right.
Other dogs.
I've never had a dog that was unfriendly to other dogs. I did have a dog that bit my sister-in-law's dad in the ass one time. And that,
like a bad bite, or just like a little,
like a get out of my way.
Yep.
I don't think
I
he's
like that.
bruised or anything. Punctured the skin. That's The dog thing is an interesting part of life. Oh, and it really is. They are awesome and wonderful. And then you until the end, and then the end sucks really bad. And I'm getting there, man. My Kirby dog that I have, who's about 12, is just starting that process of like slowing up on the stairs, having some accidents. It's like, oh man, I don't want to. The inevitable. I don't want to have to do it. And then I also do this because like when you have a dog, it's real easy to be like, I'm never having another dog ever. The dog hair, I have to constantly be coming back home to make sure the dog gets outside and I'm never having a dog. And then the minute you see your dog struggle up the stairs, you're like, I gotta get a puppy. I gotta get a new puppy. I want to need a dog around this house.
Yet I've seen that exact process happen with my parents in particular, always getting the big shedding dogs. I'm like, God, it's so much work to.
And your dad,
take care of that thing.
In the 15 years I've known your dad, he has said to me, I'm never getting another shedding dog. I'm never doing it again. And then it's like, what'd you get? Oh, I got this Newfoundland. Dude, you know you got 9 shedding dogs? That's what you brought. That's what you brought home is 9 dogs worth of hair. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Dogs, but they are. Go ahead.
Well, this little dog we got, I'm pretty much indifferent to the idea. I don't need a dog really. Just with the work involved, you know, especially maybe it's like a kid's thing. But I don't need a dog. But we go over and Lizzie got this dog when she was like 14 and at some summer camp in Utah and brought it home. And her parents are downsizing to a condo and they're like, we're either going to take the dog to the vet or the pound, or you guys can take it back to Omaha from San Diego. So Lizzie drove the thing from San Diego to Omaha so it didn't have to go to the pound. But I was pretty much like, I guess that's the one scenario. I guess I'd be okay with getting a dog.
Owen, she brought the dog home from summer camp?
Yeah, like she went to summer camp somewhere and there was a bunch of stray dogs and
she just brought one home so it wouldn't...
She got one, yeah.
She got one. It was part of the camp. One of the days was catch a stray dog, keep it.
I don't know.
Yeah, we had archery, we had kayaking, we had catch a stray dog, you know, all the summer camp traditions. That I think Owen, knowing a little bit about Lizzie, that does explain a lot. I mean, truthfully, it does explain a lot of like.
In what way?
Just that. First of all, the compassion of that.
Oh, okay.
But second of all, her parents must be extremely understanding. Because any kid that goes off to summer camp and comes back with, you know, souvenirs. Yeah. No kid has ever gone to summer camp and the souvenir they brought back was a dog.
Yeah.
One kid has, Lizzie.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Senorita Puffer says, my niece met a stray dog in Romania and had it sent to the U.S.
Yeah. I bet that was a process. Expensive one, probably too.
When I worked for Wells Fargo and I got turned into a bill collector, it was the worst job I've ever had in my life. I hated it. But it was people would finance the weirdest stuff, dude. And the one I can remember, this really strange one once, where a guy was behind on his payments. He had financed exactly what Senorita Puffer's talking about there. This dude had flown a dog from Japan to America, and it was so expensive he had to finance the flight. And a bank gave him this loan, and the collateral was the dog. I can still remember it. It was a Japanese Spitz named Haiku. I remember it.
I've never even heard of that dog breed
because I remember my coworker having to talk to the guy about like, hey, we might have to come get your dog. You gotta pay the bill here. Yeah, Japanese Spitz is like a little tiny. It looks like a little Pomeranian. I'm really bad with dog breeds, so I might be wrong about this.
Okay,
I'm probably wrong about it.
Little dog though.
Tiny little white fluff ball.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Just tiny little white yippy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should have a different name. A Great Dane and this thing are not the same animal.
Right.
They're Arlo is not the same dog as a tiny little Chihuahua.
Yeah.
We have to have different names for these different animals besides the breed, because there shouldn't. When I say I have a dog, that shouldn't mean I either have a tiny horse or a mouse.
Right.
You know what? That's what we're going to do. We just need to focus on what should the word be for big dog.
Big dog, little dog.
Big dog, little dog.
I think big dog just
we
gets
just settled
dog.
on it. What'd you say?
There's big dogs just get dog. Like that's a dog.
Yes. When I hear dog, I think big dog.
Or at least average size dog.
I don't think dog that you can carry.
Yeah. And then there's little dog.
Carry dog.
Purse dog.
A Japanese Spitz named Haiku. I remember my dude's like, hey, man, you may have to put your dog on the leash outside so we can come get it. Oh, it was the worst job ever. Calling people that were late on the bills dude. And I have too much empathy. So as soon as they'd start telling me their stories, I'd be like, I'll just pay the bill for you. It's okay. You don't ever worry about paying this again. I'm going to set it up on my auto bill pay. It's awful. I love for the first couple of years. It was great because I felt like we were helping people. And then it all changed. Yeah, that's what happens. Do you have any? There's so much more basketball and sports stuff. But I did promise people that today was not going to be this. I promised people that today was not going to be sports. And I know we just spent a couple minutes talking about pizza and fun. Do you have any? Do you have any fun conspiracy theories or rabbit holes you want to go down and talk about? Because we got about an hour before Bruno's going to join us. I've got some fun stuff and a lot of goofy sports stories too. I got a story about couples hitting each other in the head with frying pans. I got a story that I want to talk to you about with that relates to Lizzie. You and Lizzie.
Love it.
I'm going to pull you into the suck a little bit.
I don't have any conspiracy theories. Although I did think of you. It was funny. We got into this little plane. This is when the family went to Italy. And we were flying Air Dolomiti from Munich to Florence. And we're up over the Alps, over the clouds, So I'm looking out and I see another airplane. And behind him is a trail of condensation. And I just thought, they have them here too.
They're doing it there too, aren't they? They're doing it there as well.
Yep.
The contrail thing is a fun one because you gotta have, I mean, it's just goofy. It's goofy to watch it play out and see it. And so there's fun ones. I don't entertain the flat earth thing.
No. Good.
I do wonder about the moon landing.
Okay.
There's just a few weird things that my simple, stupid brain can't wrap my head around, right? And here's the deal. It all starts with this idea. I think the government lies to us. It's a crazy idea. It's a crazy thought that the government would hide stuff from us or do things that we wouldn't know about or that weren't in our best interest. I know that's wild, but that's where I start, which is a problem, right? And so then when you start there, it's real easy to look around and go, oh, crap. But it's not doom and gloom. I'm not a doom and gloom conspiracy theorist at all. I look at it as,
they're fun.
Yeah, nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Even if it's true, if it's not true, it doesn't matter. I got to worry about selling houses and paying bills and watching them Hawkeyes.
That's right.
Nice win for the Hawks last night. 2 tough losses. UNI loses to Valpo 74-71. Illinois State beat UNI. I had those backwards. Apologize. Drake and UNI both lose last night. Illinois State loses, or Illinois State beats UNI 71-69. Drake lost to Valpo 74-71. We'll get into those and some other fun stuff as we move along throughout the day here. We've got Owen hanging out with us today. Travis will hopefully be joining us at some point in the day. Don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but at some point, Travis hopefully will hook up with us from somewhere in Europe. It's The Rush, therushradio.com.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat Norm. Norm knows football, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Steve Olinger, Service Director here at Willis Nissan. February is here. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Love is in the air. It's time to give your car some love. Take advantage now until April 30th. Buy 3 tires and get the 4th for $1. Go online today at willisnissan.com or give us a call to schedule your tire installation.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Welcome back to The Rush, therushradio.com. Glad to have you along with us. Got a picture from one of our buddies, Ray, our listener. He sent me his picture of his dogs. He's got both types of dog. He's got a dog and a small dog. Both types. Got 3 dogs. One of them, I'm assuming that's like a retriever. See, I always had labs when I was a kid. That was like the only dog we ever had was labs. And then my brother-in-law he worked for the DNR, and he was working up at Big Creek, and they had this Brittany that would run around their shop, but he was just he was mangy and matted, but a brilliant dog. And he ended up kind of did the Lizzie thing. He summer camped the dog.
Mm-hmm.
He got the dog, got a hold of the dog one day and brought it home. And that dog was just brilliant, man. And I think from that point on, that became my dad's favorite breed. So my dad constantly had these. After that, had Brittany's, and oh man, what was his last? His last dog's name was Dixie. And there's a thing with hunters where they want their dog to be one syllable. Did you know that?
Oh, so they can.
So when they call the dog, it's one syllable, right? So Dad would call the dog Dick. And so nice. It was always interesting when like relatives would come over and they didn't know Dixie was Dick.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dad would, Dixie was a great dog, run around that yard, but when Dad wanted inside, he'd, yell, Dick, get inside, Dick. I remember my aunt one day sitting in the living room, she's like, the dog's name is Dick? Like, no. It's Dixie.
Yeah. Dick for short.
Dick for short. When I was a kid, I remember a buddy of mine named Ian. He invites us over to his house, like play wiffle ball, and we're in the backyard. And all of a sudden, the dog is running around, and either his mom or his sister comes out on the deck, and she's like, "Get in the house, damn it! Get in the house, damn it! Get in the house!" I'm like, "What is going on?" There goes the dog running towards the house. Dog's name was Damn It.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, I thought that was pretty good.
That's perfect.
Get in the house, damn it. Since you were at Creighton DePaul last night, you saw a good one as you talked about. Dude, you did miss another one, and that was Drake. They were at Valpo. They lost 74-71. It is their 8th straight loss. They've really struggled, dude. I mean, not just 8 straight losses. They got blown out on several of those. And then these last couple of games, they've just been creeping back in. They lost by 5 to Southern Illinois. They got blown out by Northern Illinois or by Northern Iowa a couple weeks ago. Then they lose to Southern Illinois in a 5-point game, go on the road to Valpo. Valpo hits a buzzer beater to beat them last night, creeping and climbing and clawing back, and just can't get over the hump right now. 8 straight losses for a brand new coach, a brand new team, and maybe a good week for Justin to be on vacation and out at Big Bend, because this has been rough. And the season comes to an end. Final game of the regular season is against UNI. That happens on March 1st. So you got a couple of days here to get ready and then play that final game against UNI before heading down to Arch Madness. But a tough loss for Drake last night. So don't even know what else to add to it. It feels like a broken record whenever we talk about Drake here these last couple of weeks, because it's been tough. The UNI lost last night as well. They lose to Illinois State 71-69. Not near as dire straits for Northern Iowa. They're struggling in the Valley as well. It's back-to-back losses for them. But UNI has shown in these past couple of weeks the ability to play with some of those good teams, probably get a nice probably get a win against Drake to end the season and head into Valley with the right taste in their mouth. But anyway, we'll wait till next week, and Justin will be back next week to hang out with me, so we'll be able to preview that game and talk about this Drake run that's happened towards the end of the season and what Arch Madness looks like, and get a good preview. You saw a good game last night. If you went to Drake or UNI last night, you saw at least a close game last night. Something fairly historic happened to a really good basketball team last night. St. John's, who's coached by Rick Pitino, had an epic night, and not in a good way. St. John's, I'm going to make sure I get this right excuse me, because it's shocking. St. John's lost to UConn last night, 72-40. Final score 72-40 last night.
Yikes.
UConn destroys the number 15 team in the country. UConn's ranked number 6. St. John's is 15. 72-40. St. John's hit their last field goal with 17 minutes to play. They went 17 minutes without a field goal. Wild night of college basketball. We'll touch back on that in just a little bit and some other wild stuff that's been happening. But speaking of wild fun, I don't know if we can hear him or not. Trav, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Oh, it's just quiet there.
In a super quiet space. Where are you?
I just literally walked into my hotel room. This is the view out my window.
Oh.
So I'm now in Florence. Owen, I'm actually getting on today to make sure you call your mother and tell her happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
It's your mom's birthday today. So
Hey, I didn't know that was that part of the trip here? Is this
No, this is actually, we sell this trip at Scareway Cancer. So we auction off a trip, and no, Scareway Cancer doesn't pay for my portion of it. All it does is I come and make sure everything gets done. Well, because I think people worry about nonprofits taking, and I don't want that to come out.
Listen, Trav, I'm very big on the nonprofits using the money in weird ways. That's a big, so
yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because honestly, for a moment there, I was like, Travis books the Scareway Cancer trips for Anjanette's birthday. He gets other people to pay for Anjanette's birthday trip. This guy's brilliant.
No. Since this is technically so the deal I have set up is that since I know so many people over here, the people who buy it, I get to introduce them and I kind of show them around and set them up. And since I do that, I don't have to take PTO for this week, so I don't have to use vacation, but I still have to pay for all my wife's way and my hotel and everything like that, which is fine. The more we can help out Scareway Cancer, the better. But. Okay. Hey guys, I got a little tip for you. I got a new travel hack, and it's not even a new one. I'm just disappointed in myself that it took me so long to figure it out. I had a 5-hour layover in Chicago, right? I discovered the United Lounge because with my credit card, I get 2 free passes to the United Lounge.
This guy. Look at this guy.
Here we go.
In Terminal 1, Seagates, it's a 25,000 square foot lounge where all the food is free, all the alcohol is free, everything is free. Everything. It was an amazing. I called Brooks Reynolds. I said, dude, why didn't you tell me about the United Lounge Pass privileges? I mean, it was like some secret society, which really wasn't that secret because it was packed. And
it's a secret society with a sign above the door.
Yes. But here, so I know Owen, Ross, you two need to get a credit card. You need to get a United credit card, the one that costs like $125 a year, because it comes with 2 free passes. But you also have the option, if you use those passes, to buy a day pass for $59. Now that sounds like a lot, but if you got a 5 overlay, I had 4. I had 3 vodka tonics, 1 Bloody Mary, and I went through the buffet line. Probably more than $59 if I'm out in the terminal, right?
Oh, dude, one drink in the terminal is
$14. Yeah, it might be 45.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah. So I felt like, I was late to the party with United Lounge. I'm a big believer now. It's kind of like the sweet life. There's just something about it.
Yeah. Good for you.
You guys hear the siren?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Their sirens are weird here.
They're weak.
They are kind of, aren't they?
The view behind you is epic, though. That's a good one.
I would agree.
Abigail's listening. She says, our parents have gotten so bougie in their old age. I think Travis was always a little bit bougie. Most bougie rural farm kid I know.
It didn't used to be a United Lounge kind of thing.
I agree.
If you were on a trip with Dad, you were roughing it. Let's see how many
4 kids
we can
ain't cheap.
pack into this hotel room.
When we took Owen on his college visit to KU, this pissed Owen off. I think he may have wanted to stop talking to me at this point. We pull into Lawrence, Kansas, and I'm looking for the best deal on a hotel. Unfortunately, it was a motel, and our doors, open to the outside, and I don't think he was happy about it. I know my wife wasn't happy about it.
I don't even remember that.
That's good.
Funny.
I didn't scar you too much.
Yeah, that one didn't stick with me.
Good. I'm sure there's.
But he can tell you the ones that did if you want to hear about them. But I don't want to ruin your trip.
Dad almost got us killed in Memphis. I think we stayed at the sketchiest hotel one time. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. We bought that on like Expedia and it had good reviews. I didn't know because we wanted. It was cheap. It was cheap, but I don't know if there's anything nice in Memphis. Let's be honest. I don't know if there's anything nice in Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis is a shithole.
When he says you almost got killed, though, what did something specific happen, or it was shady?
It was shady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there might have been drug deals going down in that hotel.
It was like things were actively happening. It wasn't like we got into our.
Zone.
Yeah, it wasn't like. Oh, look at that. It was like, oh my God, lock the door.
Yeah. Travis, I did get to experience the lounge on my trip home from Spain with your friends. They basically had because the three of them had access to it, they could get me in for
they were the Amex lounge. Because Pat only uses the Amex Lounge or the Delta Lounge.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But yes,
yeah. I couldn't remember which airline it was, but it was. But so you're saying the one that you went to is the?
No. I'm just saying if you can get lounge privileges and if you can buy those 1-day passes, do it, man. Especially if you're in Chicago for like 4 hours, $59 is cheap. And then, I started looking at. They've got a credit card now. It costs like $700 a year to have the credit card, but you can go to any lounge all year long. And I'm like, well, maybe I should just start traveling more.
All right. That's the reason to start traveling more.
Oh, and we might have an important clarification on the story here as well. Okay. Because Brooks Reynolds, who is, as Travis said, is in the know.
Oh yeah,
it's not 25,000 square foot, Travis. 2,500.
Oh no, it's bigger. Trust me, it's bigger than 25. It's 25,000 square feet. This thing was huge.
2,500, very small.
It'd be pretty. I mean, it's
a brand new one so it's a brand new one they just built.
Oh man,
Google it, Brooks. Google it. It's 25,000 square feet.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad. So, what's the plan for today? You are because you're.
So it's Anjanette's birthday, which Owen better call his mother at some point today.
Yeah.
And then Pat and Amy just got on the train in Rome. They're going to meet us here in a couple hours, and Pat's is surprising Anjanette with dinner tonight. Though I've already told her, but he doesn't know that. So we're gonna go out for dinner tonight. And Owen, you remember Linda who gave us that first tour? We're actually going to go have a drink with her right now. So,
oh, nice.
Filippo on the docket at any point.
We're gonna skip Filippo this time, but I think on Tuesday I'll be able to dial in from a pretty cool vineyard, and I'm pretty sure I'll be shit faced by then because I'll be vineyard number 2, I think. So,
well, hey, just so you know, Hawks did win last night. Looked great. Got off to a really rough start. Came back. Did you watch the game at all? I don't hope not.
No, I was somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean. I watched 2 movies. I watched Housemaid with Sydney Sweeney, who's got big boobs, and nice. Then I watched Nuremberg. That was a really good movie.
Nuremberg's a good one. Do you realize though when you watch the Sydney Sweeney movie, like there was a guy 2 rows behind you in the other that because you can always see somebody else's TV. There was some guy that was like, glad that guy's watching Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah,
I had a smile like this for 2 hours. Hey, Owen, another movie I watched because I watched it all the way from Omaha to Chicago because we had a 50-minute. We had to sit on the tarmac in Chicago. The Springsteen movie was really, really good.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you should watch it. It's really good.
I haven't seen that one, Trav, but I've heard a lot of people tell me that one is.
Yeah,
that one's fantastic. Tell Anjanette we said happy birthday, buddy. Travel safe. Give Pat. Hey, Anjanette, happy birthday! I want to do it now.
Happy birthday! I'll text you too.
All right, guys, have fun. Maybe I'll check in tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel. All right, see you guys.
No worries. Take that.
Mom's birthday. It's a good thing he reminded me.
It was at the rim there, dude. Did you not? I'm bad with birthdays, man.
Oh, me too.
I'm really bad with birthdays. I always feel, like really, really, really bad.
I'm bad at really knowing what day it is.
I don't know what today is. You want me to know a day 50 years ago?
Well, that's the thing. Is like I know what everyone's I know the date, but I don't know what day it is today to reach out and tell you.
Yeah. I don't know people's birthdays.
Yeah, I know everyone in my family's.
I know my dad's because it's his garage code. And I need to know his garage code so I can get in to borrow stuff.
Yep.
I don't need to know his birthday. My sister's going to call me on his birthday and say, "Hey, it's Dad's birthday." Just like what happened with you.
Yeah.
I took Audrey to the doctor last week. And you get up there and they're like, you checking in? Yeah. What's your name? Tell them. What's your birth date? And my dad brain does that thing of like, don't forget. You're like, stop yelling at me. It's But I get then oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Yep. It's in there. It's right there. This is the date.
Lizzie couldn't get on a flight because her mom put the birthday in wrong.
Oh no.
Like she booked it. She was going to go home. And then she gets up there and the ID doesn't match the ticket or whatever it was. And they're like, sorry. I don't know how she resolved that issue, but it happens.
Dude, when I was going overseas one time and booked my own flight, misspelled my own middle name.
What is your middle name?
Arthur.
What'd you do?
Apparently not spelled the normal way. And I didn't. And the night before, I'm sitting at dinner with Courtney, and she's like, just being curious, and she's like, "Oh, can I look at your boarding pass? Can I see your flight information?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I pulled it up on my phone and handed it to her, and she's looking at my phone, and she goes, "I didn't know you spelled your middle name that way." Excuse me?
Is this a situation where you've been spelling your middle name wrong?
No.
Life?
No. That was just I fat fingered a key. I must have been doing it on my phone when I booked the flight or something. Luckily it was a very obvious mistake. And so I was able, when I called them, they were able to fix it super quick. I was so nervous, but it's like 11 o'clock at night. My flight leaves at 7 in the morning.
Gotcha.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be horrible. All right, let's talk because I told you I had a story about that involved Lizzie and you and all that. Okay. Are you getting the wedding pressure?
Yeah. We you and me have talked about this before, but yeah.
It's getting now. So are you also in a situation where your friends are getting engaged, and then that kind of like every time one of your friends gets engaged, and
Here's the real bad thing. The really bad thing happens when someone who's been dating not as long as Lizzie and I gets engaged.
Yeah.
That's a real problem for me.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear you say that. That's what I think happens to most men, right? And even I'm kind of in that situation. I'm feeling that a little bit, and Courtney hasn't applied any pressure to me, but I do. I see friends that have been divorced less time or been dating less time, and they've been engaged.
Yeah.
Boy, has the bar been set, my friend.
Uh-oh.
This story. happy for these kids, and I wish them the absolute best of luck. And I hope to God that what I'm about to tell you is a true, like, Jack and Diane, happy love story forever. But sure. Blaze Kronk,
what?
Yep, that's his name. That's his name. young man by the name of Blaze Kronk won the state title in Billings, Montana over the weekend at the state wrestling tournament. Wins the 165-pound state title. And after winning the state title in high school, Owen, after having his hand raised to be a state champion, gets down on a knee and proposes to his girlfriend, who is the high school wrestling coach's daughter.
Oh,
so listen, super cute story. Viral video going nuts. He had it planned, win or lose. He was gonna do it. They've been dating for 2 years.
And what? He's a senior.
I guess yes. Yeah. The Columbia Falls senior.
Oh yeah,
165.
It's been quite a bit of time. We started sophomore year.
Yeah, right. Listen, and my buddy Dusty. I didn't read the whole thing. Dusty is married to his high school sweetheart, and they are and I want to say happily married. And Dusty's probably gonna. They're both rolling their eyes. He said, "I got married less than 2 years after high school. This kid is dumb. Shouldn't do this." By the way, Dusty's still married to that wife and happily married, I think, with great kids and a wonderful family and a beautiful home. So anyway, just if you,
that's my parents too.
I would, yeah, that's true, right? They started dating
sweethearts.
Yeah. Your dad, your mom was smart enough to try to avoid him for a long time,
and she did successfully for a while. And I think the smart thing they did was they took a break in college and then reconnected. I think that's the smart thing to do.
It worked.
Yeah.
I saw this story today. It just happened over the weekend, and just made it to that FARC website that I follow. That's kind of an aggregator of obscure sites and obscure stories. And I did think it was kind of an interesting one. I mean, it's certainly a cute story. I didn't have a high school sweetheart, so I don't have that sort of emotion towards it or connection towards it. My sister married her high school sweetheart. They're still married. Yeah, that was way off my radar still, unfortunately, when I was a senior in high school. Anyway, Blaze Kronk, way to go. Congratulations.
Blaze Kronk.
Congratulations, first of all, on having an amazing name. Blaze Kronk. And then a state title holder. That's very, very cool story. Did you follow? I know last time I talked to you. I didn't get into the Olympics at all. I like the goofy stories about the Olympics. Did you watch the hockey game?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all right. I was at church, so I didn't. I was doing something. Well, you were at church too, I'm assuming, Sunday morning.
Sure.
Yeah. You were at church also. And but the hockey team has gotten a lot of headlines, obviously, since then, and well deserved. They were partying at a Miami bar called 11, and the whole team is there. They're having a celebration, and the giant screen pops up, and it's Pat McAfee. And McAfee had sent a video to the bar that they played where he congratulated the guys and picked up their bar tab for them.
Nice.
Told them all the drinks are on me tonight. About $150,000 is what McAfee.
Oh, I guess he's got it, but dang, that still probably hits you.
$150K. Okay. Now this is
what's a drink run at 11?
That's a good question. So it said primarily the drink tabs included 11 vodka, Armand de Brignac champagne,
yeah,
and Dom Moss tequila. Again, from BleacherReport.com, and this is per Jenna Lamonticelli of the New York Post. While the six-figure bill is significant, it's actually not the largest hockey-related celebration tab that's been racked up at that Miami-based club.
Okay.
The Florida Panthers went to 11 after their Stanley Cup victory over the Edmonton Oilers last summer and racked up a bill over $500,000. $500,000 in drinks one night for the Florida Panthers. But here's the caveat to the story that I think gives us an asterisk. They claim that bill was covered by 11. The bar actually just said, hey, that bill's on us. That $500,000, we're going to cover that.
Well, how much of that is markup?
Yeah, thank you, Owen. Thank you, Owen. $150,000 from Pat McAfee. Man, that guy hands out cash, though. He's always doing the field goal thing. Like, I know you say he's got it, but damn. A lot of that has to be like the field goal stuff that he's doing on ESPN. That's covered by somebody else, right?
You'd think. Yeah, you'd think.
I'm not saying the chunk of it isn't his change. And I'm imagining this $150,000 when you do something like this. Like, there's nothing that I see that I saw in the video. There's nothing that I see in the article that says, you know, Spotify is picking or whatever, or ESPN's paying part of the bill. Now, as all told, they probably are in some way or shape or form. Oh, hi. Yeah, you scared me, honey. Audrey just snuck up on me.
Oh, gotcha.
Go. You look good, though. Said, you ready to go? She went, Been there, baby.
Yeah,
Been there. Some days the wheels just spin in the mud, don't they? That's all right. She'll get it going. All right. So when we get back, we'll I got some more weird stuff. All right. Are you okay with that? 'Cause, I mean, there's some basketball things. We didn't really get into the St. John's story, but the story really there was St. John's had an epic night of not being able to get the ball to go in the hoop, especially for a top 25 team like that. Really good team. They just get dismantled by UConn's defense. And that was an interesting story. But a lot more oddities coming your way. And happy to take your phone calls as well. It is The Rush on the Rush Radio. Oh, wait, can we not take phone calls today?
Yeah, I didn't get that set up this morning.
That's okay. Well, I know we were having issues with it. I heard you efforting. I don't want your dad to think you were logged in. You tried. I heard it all. It just some issues this morning. It's no big deal. But we still have the chat fired up. You're more than happy, more than welcome to join in on that. We'd love to have you aboard. And glad to have you along on therushradio.com.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
There's always something new at Fong's Pizza and an ever-changing menu of tiki drinks. Or try our new noodle dishes alongside your favorite slice. It's all happening at the new Fong's in the East Village.
Thinking about buying a home? Get pre-approved in 30 minutes with Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank in Des Moines. Gary offers first-time home buyers programs, VA, FHA, IFA, and conventional loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City. We can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City. All this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hi, I'm Sean McFarland, Service Manager here at Mini of Des Moines. With Valentine's Day around the corner, if you're struggling to find the perfect way to show your Mini that you still care, please stop in so we can give it a look over and make sure that it's up to date on its preventative maintenance and repair. Please give us a call or schedule your appointment online at miniofdesmoines.com.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending? Getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Game on? Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
If you're ready for something new, Willis Automotive has you covered with premium brands, trusted pre-owned vehicles, and service you can count on. Just visit willisauto.com. You can schedule your test drive and get behind the wheel of confidence with Willis Automotive. Powering the rush every single morning. Travis Justice is abroad, so we've called in Owen for the day. Tomorrow, Bill Blank is going to hop in with us. Bill, and I've got a couple of surprises for Bill tomorrow because, man, Bill, as everybody knows, is a dyed-in-the-wool Hawkeye fan. I mean, the dude bleeds black and gold. So tomorrow, we would normally have Tyler Kluver on with us at 7:30, and I knew Bill would love that conversation. So I reached out to another guy, and we had to move Kluver up to 7 to tomorrow. Because at 7:30, Jess Settles is going to hop on with us to chat Hawkeye hoops with Bill Blank tomorrow. So we'll wrap up the week with that. I have actually been kind of biffing with the Iowa Lottery and the weekly woohoo. If you guys have any weekly woohoos you would like to shoot in, please do that. I'll make sure Travis gets me some of the emails that we've seen. Try to get some of the try to get the phone line fired up again tomorrow. Again, we tried today. The call-in studio thing wasn't working for us, unfortunately. So if you got some weekly woohoos, and I did see that our winner last week wrote to us that he received his prize package and they won $20 on one of the scratch-offs.
Nice.
So, and we're like knocking on the door. We're gonna get somebody that writes in and is like, I won $2,000.
Nice. That would be great.
Yeah,
I've been scratching those things off, and I've had, I think the most I've gotten is like maybe a $10 ticket. I've been holding out for that real money ticket.
Yeah, I won 20 the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. But it was all Audrey's idea. We were in, because I'm not normally a lottery ticket buyer. I used to like it when I was a kid, when I was doing construction. one of the things that my brother and I would do is on the way to the job site, we'd stop at, whatever gas station, get a donut and milk and the crossword scratch off, because you could basically scratch the thing for, almost all day. You could just take your time, scratch off a few letters here and there, set it down. My brother had a lot more control over it than I did. I was like going all the way through it, but my brother would be like 4 p.m. He'd still be over there scratching off a few letters now and again. That was that was my lottery heyday, if you will. And then I always get into the thing when my buddies, when the jackpot starts to get above like 500 million, or close to $1 billion. Usually one of my group of friends would be like, "Hey, why don't we throw in on some Powerball tickets?" We've never won anything with that. Never.
Yeah.
I don't think every now and again it's like, 10 guys all throw in $40 and it's like, "Hey guys, we won $8. We'll roll that over into next week and just say goodbye to that $8.
Yep.
Flag says tweakers love the crossword tickets. I imagine they do. I bet. Not a tweaker. Brother, not a tweaker. Just enjoyed the scratch-offs. Flag. Why you got to try to pigeonhole people?
Tweaker energy, not a tweaker. Just tweaker energy.
Tweaker energy. Well, that one probably fits me a little better than that. I've got enough natural go fast in me. That's what I'm always going to define that. So it is what it is. NIL world is getting crazier and crazier by the day. And I shouldn't say that. Maybe the wrong way for me to phrase this. Maybe this is actually a story of the NIL world having some semblance of sanity. So there's going to be a lawsuit coming down the pike here, and that is between Cincinnati and their former quarterback, Brendan Sorsby. Sorsby left to transfer to Texas Tech, and he had signed a 2-year deal with Cincinnati. So this is kind of one of the things we've been talking about, that these contracts should have some sort of buyout or some sort of clause in them that says, if you bail on us right away, you're going to owe us something. And that's what Cincinnati basically had that in this contract with Brendan Sorsby, that said, if it's a 2-year contract, that's what they're claiming at least, that he had to pay a $1 million exit fee. He was supposed to pay that within 30 days of transferring. In the complaint, this is from ESPN.com. In the complaint, Cincinnati's attorney said the quarterback's representative advised that Sorsby refuses to pay the university anything. He reportedly signed an NIL agreement with the Red Raiders that will pay him between $4 million and $6 million this season. Here's another quote. In this lucrative NIL agreement with Cincinnati Athletics, Brendan Sorsby committed to stay and play for 2 seasons as a proud Bearcat representative. He also agreed that if he left the university before that, he would pay the university a specific amount for the substantial harm and his breach would cause. So it's going to go back and forth. I think we'll get the details of this language, the details of what the language of that contract is. But more importantly, I think that this will set the precedent, Owen, and these contracts will have very specific language going forward about how long these contracts can be, what sort of buyouts they have. Bob, one of our listeners asked if the lawsuit is with the university or the collective. And maybe let me go back through this. It is Cincinnati that is suing former quarterback Brendan Sorsby. This is from the ESPN article.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think this is...
Why wouldn't he pay it?
Owen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know near, like, in Iowa, we're a right to work state, right? So when you sign a non-compete in Iowa, it's pretty much not worth the paper it's written on, because
Gotcha.
it's odd. I don't know what the laws are in Ohio, and so I would imagine, is it going to be Ohio or is it Texas? I don't know. If we have an attorney listening, I'd love to hear how does this work out? I imagine it's Ohio law that's going to be applicable here because the contract was in Ohio. There's got to be some language in there that allows him to get out of it. Maybe Texas Tech looks at this and says, hey, it's worth it for us to help you fight this rather than just pay it. Man, if he's getting $4 to $6 million in his NIL contract, or is this just Cincinnati trying to wet their beak a little bit on that $6 million NIL deal that they think he's grabbed onto? This is from the article. Despite the clear contractual obligation to do so, and despite his ability to pay, Sorsby still has not paid the university the $1 million in liquidated damages he agreed to pay, the lawsuit said. Sorsby has benefited greatly by the NIL agreement he entered into with the university, along with the university's sustained efforts to promote him and help establish him as a top collegiate quarterback. Now the university seeks to enforce its right under that same agreement and to recover the amount Sorsby is contractually obligated to pay.
So his lawyer found something.
That's what Cincinnati, through its revenue share structure, paid him $875,800 for a season he completed, and in that time, he generated millions in value for the program. This is from Lift Management. I'm guessing that's his. That's all it says is that's Ron Slavin of Lift Management. They found something. This will be followed just for the ramifications and the precedent that it's going to set. I do think that the one thing that'll come out of it is these universities are going to be a lot more careful about how these contracts are, the verbiage in them.
Mm-hmm. Which they should have been. Because we knew that something like this would happen. I mean, when we talk about these NIL things, everyone's was saying, these kids are getting millions of dollars and they can transfer and there needs to be more contracts in place where there's ramifications if they decide to leave the school. And apparently if there is, they just don't have to pay them.
Right. We can even write it into into a contract. I had not thought of until just in these last couple minutes here about how those different state laws are going to start to come into play here, because not every state's a right to work. And maybe I'm misunderstanding what some of that stuff means anyway. I've never really had to swim in those waters real deep. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know. I would much prefer we'll have to get some sort of contract law attorney on to. But dude, I don't think they know. That's why they're going to a lawsuit. That's why they're going to court, probably, is because even the lawyers aren't figuring this stuff out before we get into this trouble with guys. So the non-compete part of it is interesting to me. Could you write that into a contract? Say there's a non-compete clause in this contract, meaning you can transfer, but it can't be to another Division I school. It can't be to a school within our conference. That used to be a thing, Owen, when a guy went to transfer, like his coach could deny certain programs. So like if a kid wanted to transfer away from Iowa, the university somehow had some power at one point to say, okay, but you can't go to Michigan, Ohio State, or Iowa State. Could they do that again? Who knows? And us speculating about it again, the attorneys don't know what they're doing.
Right. I wonder what the conversation was when they went to sign the contract in the first place. And they go, hey, what about this thing, about this money I have to pay back if I leave? And they just go, don't worry about that.
Money shmoney.
You're not going to have to pay that. Don't tell them that. Yeah.
Oh, and how important, when you're a sports fan and you think about your favorite sports teams, okay, how important is winning? when you think about your favorite sports team, when I think about the Hawkeyes, winning's really important. Winning, in fact, is probably the most important thing. When I turn on a game, the first thing I want is the Hawks to win. Whenever I'm watching the Yankees, I want the Yankees to win.
Mm-hmm.
Artie Moreno of the Angels, one of the owners of the Angels, was recently asked about what's happening with the Angels. And this is going to be a story, guys, for throughout spring training and probably into the baseball season, because even the Angels announcers are wondering what's happening. There was a story during one of their spring training games the other day of the broadcaster even saying it's really hard to understand what direction the Angels are going. And so Moreno was kind of asked about that. And his response is telling. It's that quiet part out loud thing that we hear sometimes, but it's something that we have talked about on the show. It sounds crazy when you say it until you hear it from the horse's mouth. The owners don't care about winning. It's wild. So this is the quote that he had. This is from CBSSports.com. Anytime an owner of one of Major League Baseball's 30 teams speaks publicly, it's probably going to get some pretty easy soapbox material. Here's Artie Moreno of the Angels via the OC Register. Quote, the number one thing fans want is affordability. They want affordability. They want safety, and they want a good experience when they come to the ballpark. I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
This is the part where it gets crazy. Believe it or not, winning is not in their top 5. The owner of the Angels doesn't believe that fans have winning in their top 5 of priorities. Is he right that they want a good experience and an affordable experience and all that? Absolutely. Are people going to come to the ballpark just because it's cheap and safe?
This is like when you run a movie past a screening test and you try and get this data and make decisions based on masses. And this is how these owners get this information. We're going to poll people on what their favorite thing about the ballpark is, and they end up getting these skewed ideas.
Great point, Owen. This might actually come from something hard, substantial. This might actually come from where fans just I want it to be affordable. I just came here and I spent $400 to get my kids into a game.
I'd imagine the question was, if you had a good experience at the ballpark and it was affordable, how much would the Angels losing the game negatively affect your experience? And they got some answers from that where people were like, well, I had a hot dog, but it's not the case. If you're not competing, and you see this at all kinds of MLB teams that are bad and their attendance is crap, and it changes when they're good. People start coming to the games. They want to see a spectacle. They want to see a competition.
Man, there's a formula to it, Owen. Because you can win, you can be competitive, and people cannot care. You can suck. You can't suck. You can be mediocre and competitive, and people love it, and you're selling out all the time. There's something about the connection that you have with fans, or something weird there, especially at the college game. Especially at the college game. At the professional game, you're gonna get people when the good teams come to town. You're gonna get more people. If you're one of the good teams, you should get more people on a daily basis. And you would think that would be like, the owner wants to make money, but man, isn't the fastest shortcut to making money having a good team? And for him, he doesn't even say like my priorities. He doesn't say my priorities are to make it affordable, and he says the fans don't care about winning.
Now, I wonder if his what he's trying to say. I mean, obviously he'd like it if they have a good team, but maybe in his head he goes, where we need to allocate money to see results is in fan experience and affordability. And we can keep trying the old push money to the team and win games, but there's no guarantee that outcome will be the way we want it. But if we spend money on experience, we can guarantee that we can provide a better experience for fans.
I think if you can unravel it, Owen, that's probably what he's trying to say there.
Mm-hmm.
Is like the best thing that yes, if he could extrapolate on it, that's a good way to. I'm hoping,
yeah.
I want to believe that there's some good intentions behind this thing of like fans don't care about winning. It's not even in their top 5. I think you're right. What he was probably trying to say there was, in order for us to have a great fan experience here, the things that we can control best are these that could be. It could be. It's an interesting take. It's getting, obviously it's going to be some it's become fodder for idiots like us. But I do think watching the Angels this year, that could be interesting if you like some of these odd sports stories happen behind the scenes. What's happening in Anaheim might be interesting.
The problem is that what he's just done is he gave every hardcore Angels fan ammunition for when they are bad.
Yeah, and they're not going to be good.
Yeah.
So it's probably they're not going to be good, so it's probably going to be bad. All right, we only have a few more minutes before we get Bruno on, and I'm not even I didn't get a third of the way through the goofy shit I wanted to talk to you about. Let's see. What was one of the, this is the fun one from LaPorte, Pennsylvania. This if I have one story to share with you, this is the fun one.
LaPorte.
I think it's pronounced LaPorte, right?
I don't know.
Got an E on the end. LaPorte?
Oh, LaPorte.
LaPorte. I guarantee it's LaPorte. This is from northcentralpa.com. One winter morning in a quiet borough of about 320 people, a couple allegedly struck one another over the head with frying pans.
At the same time?
State police were called to the residence of Paula Fulmer, 57, and Maynard Fulmer, 64, around 11:30 a.m. on February 18th after receiving a report of a domestic incident on Park Street in LaPorte. Maynard answered the door and explained to Trooper Austin Ultimus that he and his wife were arguing and it came to blows. The husband said Paula pushed him into the kitchen cabinet, hit him over the head with a frying pan multiple times. In response, he took a frying pan and hit her over the head with it and punched her.
Oh.
She ended up biting his forearm. She admitted to striking her husband over the head with a frying pan and biting his arm after he struck her. He said the troopers could find evidence of all of the frying pan shots to the head.
Yeah.
Husband and wife both taken into the custody, each charged with simple assault and harassment, both given $5,000 unsecured bail by Judge Jennifer Van Deen. Paulie's preliminary hearing set for March 4th. Maynard's is March 25th. Be nice to each other.
Now, I'm just running through the events here.
Yeah.
So his story is they were in an argument. She picked up a frying pan and hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Her story is he hit her and then she picked up a frying pan and hit.
Nope. She admits
she admits
I was beating him about the head.
She got him first.
Head, face, chest, and neck area.
Okay.
With the frying pan, and then he said,
I mean, he probably didn't have to pick up the frying pan.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad in LaPorte, Pennsylvania. I mean, drugs are bad everywhere. This I want to get our buddy Jay Shrevon from JCD and Hobby. Jay's a big collector. He does a lot of stuff on eBay, and he gets amazing sports collections from people, and then puts them on display here in Central Iowa, and people are able to get access to them. This always blows my mind when stuff like this happens. Okay, this is a headline from ESPN.com. Newly discovered Hannes Wagner card auctioned off at $5 million.
Good Lord.
A recently discovered 1909 Sweet Caporal T206 Hannes Wagner card pulled from a then newly released tobacco pack and kept in the same family for over a century. 100 years ago, a dude pulled a Hannes Wagner baseball card out of a pack and held onto the thing in the same family. It is it auctioned via Golden Auctions for $5.124 million.
Jeez.
And that is the third most expensive T206 Hannes Wagner. One sold for $6.6 million in August of 21. Another one sold for $7.2 million in August of 22. This one again for $5.1 million. What I don't understand, though, and maybe if our buddy Joe Knapp, I'm not sure if he's listening this morning, maybe have these guys explain this to us, but it received a 1 grade from the Professional Sports Authenticator. The other two more expensive Wagners were graded as 3 and 2, respectively. So I don't understand how the one with the higher grade, just the market, I guess.
Oh, is one higher?
I'm guessing one's the best. I don't know. That's why I'm guessing one's the best grade. I don't even know. Maybe you want the higher grade.
Yeah.
Think of that, man. Sitting on a $5 million piece of cardboard for 100 years.
Think how hard it is to keep something around, because probably 2 people have held on to that their entire lives. And I mean, you know, when someone passes away, you throw away all their stuff. You know,
most of the time.
You go, when grandma passed away last year, we went over there and got rid of all her stuff.
Yep. Take what you want and get rid of the junk. Right.
Yep.
Right.
And I guarantee a baseball card would have been gone.
Right. I agree with that. That's how you get to this. That's why it's always shocking when it's like, oh yeah, a newly discovered. The market didn't know that this $5 million asset was sitting in somebody's home. And then somebody finally goes, oh yeah, by the way, it's time for us to cash in.
Yeah. Hey, look at this.
All right. When we get back, we'll wrap up the Thursday the way we love to do it. Bruno is going to hop on with us. We'll get all the updates from the full court press and whatever fun, frivolity, and nonsense Bruno wants to get into. By the way, they did just share with us. Thanks. Joe Knapp is listening. 1 is the lowest grade.
Okay.
10 is the best.
Oh,
and
God, so it's in rough shape.
Joe said it could be staining, paper loss, all sorts of stuff. Oh, wow. He says you could even open a sealed box. Look at this is interesting. This is why we got to start getting Joe and Jay on. There's some fascinating stuff. You could open a sealed box with the Tom Brady rookie in it and more than likely wouldn't get a 10. That's interesting.
Like a 10 accounts for manufacturing errors or something.
Apparently.
Wow.
All right, we'll wrap up our Thursday with Beers with Bruno. Well, just conversations with Bruno. Coming up next on therushradio.com.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Okay. And you said it makes that noise every time you accelerate? Got it. Right. And does it happen only when it's cold out, or does it also happen after you've warmed up for a little bit? And how does that make you feel? Is your car feeling a little down this February? Come on down to Willis Volvo Cars and we'll get her feeling good. To schedule an appointment, give us a call or go online to willisvolvocars.com.
Hey, Tanner with Liberty Lawn and Landscape here. It may be chilly now, but before you know it, spring will be here.
We are now booking for spring, so get a hold of us to schedule your next project today. Serving the Des Moines Metro, we specialize in a variety of services such as retaining walls, paver patios, edging and rocking, and much more. Now offering 3D renderings to show you exactly how your project will look before beginning. Liberty is proudly veteran-owned and ready to serve you today.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Largest selection of German beer in the world? You'll find it at the Hessen House. From Doppelbocks to Oktoberfest to Hefeweizens and Dunkels, there's no passport needed for the deliciously different beer and food at the Hessen House. So grab your friends and make it a fun night out. The Hessen House, 4th and Court, Des Moines.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner at Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. Whoop. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Your wife wants flowers. The Range Rover needs an oil change. Just like every relationship needs maintenance, so does your vehicle. Let Land Rover Des Moines help out with that with $25 off an oil change. Give us a call or schedule online at LandRoverDesMoines.com.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
There he is. There he is. Back at it with The Rush on therushradio.com as we wrap up a Thursday morning, as we do each and every Thursday, and we have for a very long time. Our buddy Bruno hopping in with us. Hey, man, how are you today? Looking fresh and clean.
I just got out of bed. I didn't do anything.
Oh, that's what that look is. Yeah. You look like you just rolled out of bed. Yeah. Bruno, what I have a question for you, and you're probably one of the few people I think I can throw this at. What's a sporon? Do you know what that word is? It's a Scottish thing that goes with a kilt or something. Do you know what?
I was gonna say like a Scottish moron.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Do you know any Scottish morons? I know.
I did not know a sporon.
Yeah.
Is it the bag that they hang in front of their junk?
Yeah, basically that's exactly what it is.
That sounds right. It's like a little purse. It's like a little purse. It literally is a little purse.
I didn't know it was a bag. Honestly, I thought it was like some. It looked to me like it was like a belt buckle.
No, it hangs and it's like it. I don't know what they keep in there, but
dude, it makes so much more sense now. It makes so much because here's the deal.
That's probably where they kept their money. Like, where else are you going to keep your money in that situation, right?
So now I'm understanding this story that I read this morning a lot more clearly. I'm glad I brought
my kids tell me are context clues.
Clues.
That's how I got that's how I figured that one out. No internet or anything.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. And here's the deal. The reason I brought this up for you, because I was looking at different weird stories today, and this one popped up in the soccer world, where there is a fight right now happening between Scottish soccer fans and the World Cup, and essentially American stadium bag policies. And I couldn't understand why the bag policy was interfering with the sporon, that the Scottish guys were wearing. Because again, when I look at the pictures of it, they just look like these obnoxious belt buckle type of things. They hang.
They probably don't want to have to wear the clear ones then.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. They're trying to. Right. There's a clear bag policy and say, hey, that's technically a bag, and you could put a weapon in there.
What are we defining as a bag?
I mean, they are severely tiny. Like I would call it like the size of a clutch for a woman. You know, like a little tiny purse.
Yeah, it's funny, Bruno, because in the article, the picture that the BBC shows, these guys have enormous ones. I didn't know.
Well, they're probably mad that they can't sneak shit in. Then maybe I don't know.
Well, of course. They're like, wait, but I don't think it's sneak shit in. I think you're probably right, because the article even says they usually use these to carry their tickets, and probably, like you said, your wallet. You don't have a pocket. I've never worn a kilt. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's no pockets.
There's no pockets.
This is your pocket. I don't think it's a bag.
Mean, a kilt is just a long piece of cloth, you know, mostly that's pleated, and then they wrap it around. It's not. There's no stitching other than it's just a long.
It's like a blanket.
Yeah, that you've just wrapped around. I've never worn one.
You really
don't ever ask. Are you wearing
I thought I'd
real?
seen pictures of you in a kilt. I literally was just thinking that. I was like, oh, I know I've seen Bruno wear a kilt for the Tweed ride or something like that.
That's the Mandela effect.
It is very much so.
Because I've been in lederhosen.
Yeah, I don't want to picture.
And every now and again on a Friday night when it's really warm out, I do like to wear a dress. It's freeing, it's cooler.
So these guys got to wear shorts underneath their kilt now, so they have a place to put their phone and their keys and their wallet.
See, and that's the thing. You never ask, are you wearing it right? Because they'll show you their junk.
Right.
So that's probably what they're really mad about.
Yeah, they don't want to wear shorts.
You never ask them if they're what, huh?
They'll lift their kilt up.
Like if they'll say, hey, traditionally you should not have anything underneath that kilt.
Really?
So when Bruno's saying, if you're wearing it right.
Haven't you seen Braveheart? Where they bend over and like pull their.
Yeah, but I guess I've seen it. I guess. Okay.
It's funny. I was just talking to somebody about how I lucked upon. Actually, it was Ryan Drake from WOI. I lucked upon going to the Fringe Festival, which is in Edinburgh, but then I really lucked upon going to a Highland Games up in near Balmora in Ballater, Scotland, and we got to see the whole 9 yards. Them walking in from the Highland, up from the out in the wherevers into the fest grounds. They paraded around, and then they had all these games. It was so cool.
So when you say the Highland Games, like I'm imagining the one where they're trying to flip the telephone pole.
The Khyber. Yeah. That I've watched that. I watch a guy who's just a beast. I watch him flip it like it was a toothpick. It was crazy. Those games, each clan has their gathering, and then they have the games as a celebration. And we got to be, I couldn't tell you what clan we went to, which one that we went to, but we went to it. It was awesome. They have like the hammer throw, like a ball, like a heavy weight on a chain.
A ball and chain?
They spin and spin and spin and throw it like it's sort of like a shot put or discus.
Yeah.
And then they do a shot put, but they're like using big rocks. I've never seen these. I mean, they're way
like Braveheart.
Yeah, like totally.
Yeah. Trying to launch boulders.
Again, all our Scottish references are from Braveheart. No,
that's
I love
really cool.
Scotland.
That is super cool. So let's go backwards. What was Fringe Festival?
Fringe Fest is like the largest like festival of acting, comedy, whatever. It's all this out there. To put it to sum up what it could be, my wife went up to a lady that had an old-time typewriter, and she would be willing to, if you gave her information, type up a porn script for you. it's just it's really out there.
Not
stuff.
a lot of words in a porn script.
I want a pub crawl. There's music, there's bands, there's comedy shows. Every place that can like have somebody at it, they're having an act and they have shows all day long, and you just walk all over. It's like it says, Fringe. It's out there. It's totally out there. It's not really PG, so we had our kids, so we didn't get to do a lot of it. But it still really was amazing. And we went there by accident because we were staying there for a couple days with our daughters. And then we were going up to Ballater, which we've gone to a few times, where it's near Balmoral Castle. So in Edinburgh is the Royal Mile, the name of our place, is on the High Street, which they've named the Royal Mile because at the top of the hill is the Edinburgh Castle. At the bottom of the hill is the maybe Windsor Castle, but it's I don't think so. But it's a castle where the British royals stay when they're in Scotland, when they're in Edinburgh. But then they go up to Balmoral, which is their country estate. They stay during the summer. And then we stay a town. We've gone 3 or 4 times. We stay in a town just east of there, which is where it's a mansion. It's a mansion, but then they've added onto it, and we stay there. It's a Hilton property. And it's the family that invented marmalade, had that mansion at one time. And then they have this really awesome, huge pool. And that's where Prince Harry and William used to swim when they were in the area at this place we stayed.
At the Marmalade Mansion.
At the Marmalade Mansion. And
what is marmalade?
I was just going. It's fruit preserves.
Well, it's orange, and it's the orange jelly with the peels in it, you know.
Do they put it on toast?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I love it. But it's got the peels in the jelly. It's really good. But
I have not. Are there any of those things, Bruno? Like Fringe Fest is such a great example of it. I mean, I've been to like a Lollapalooza. I went to a really cool parade. I know that sounds goofy, but like in Santa Barbara every year they do a summer solstice parade, and it all has to be human powered floats, and so it's incredibly creative, artistic people that put together these floats that. Oh, and that's something you and Lizzie should do sometime. Is the Santa Barbara solstice parade? It's a really neat thing. Have you ever been to like Bruno? I think I would know if you'd been to Burning Man.
Oh my
But
God,
like, would you? Are you frozen? Bruno's frozen again. It's all right. Have you ever any interest, Bruno? Is there one of those festivals that you would love to get to, like the Full Moon Fest, or is there one that you have on a bucket list still?
Not really. I've been to Mardi Gras twice.
Yeah.
I've been to weirdly enough, I've been to the Puerto Rican Day Parade twice. It must just fall on a certain time that happens in
Where's the where?
Excuse me, in New York City.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to revive my camera, but apparently I'm not going to be able to.
You're fine, but it's all right. It's all right.
I moved my computer and it stopped again. So so Puerto Rican Day, that was, I've been to that one twice. There we go.
Oh, you're back.
I went to that one twice. It just happened to be there. That was cool.
What do they do
that's
at
wild.
Puerto Rican Day?
There's a lot of whistles, and it's just loud and it's just crazy. I don't know how to explain it, but it happened in an episode of Seinfeld, the one that you can't even watch anymore, like on network TV, because Kramer puts out somehow accidentally lights the Puerto Rican flag on fire and then stamps it out. So they've taken that off. They don't show that anymore, apparently. But they get stuck in traffic. It's a whole thing, but it's like a big deal in New York, and I've accidentally went to that twice. I never had no plans.
Accidentally went. I love it. You accidentally went to Fringe Fest. You accidentally went to. I love this.
I was going to New York and I was going to Scotland, and these things happened when I was there. Like I didn't know. I didn't go there because they were having Highland Games either. I just Fringe Festival. I don't even know how we got a room. And like that's going on. I've heard about this all the time. It's huge. So we were there for that, and it's also, by the way, in the same time it was the International Gin Festival and the International Book Festival, all in like they're huge in that town. And then then we went up to Scotland, further up, and I was like, well, are there any Highland games happening? Like, well, so happens there's one in this area, because they don't just happen that way. So we just fell upon those. But as far as like festivals and things, I think I've gone to the ones I want to go to, you know.
Owen?
You know, I think it'd be cool to go to a Chinese New Year, like in San Francisco or something, where they really like kind of go after it and have the dragons and the parades and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't have much experience with this. I don't think I've been to anything. I mean, we went to New Orleans for St. Patrick's Day, and that's
You haven't been to Mardi Gras?
Haven't been to Mardi Gras. Haven't made it down.
Okay,
that's crazy. You guys go all the time, or I mean, you got your sister lives there, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does live there, and I was getting all kinds of videos and things from Mardi Gras this year. But
they even have the party in Baton Rouge. I mean, it's not just in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That is wild. There's another accidentally ended up like walking, and we didn't know where we were at, and then the next thing you know, we were in the gay area of
next thing you know.
and me and my buddy were like back against the wall singing YMCA. It's super funny, but it was pretty wild. There's another time I wasn't there, but my friend who likes to act like he knows everything, so he's like, we're gonna go to this bar, it's really great. It's like 2-drink minimum, so they all had to go in, they had to buy a 2-drink minimum, and then they started looking around, and it was only guys.
Yep.
And my buddy said, this is the greatest thing ever. It's so awesome. And then they started having a show going on, and they were like drinking their drinks quick and took off. But it's funny when somebody is like, oh, I know all the stuff, and they don't know.
They don't know all the stuff.
I know exactly where to bring you.
I was down there in New Orleans. Have you ever done this where you just start making up stories about yourself that aren't even close to true?
And when
you're on vacation, you mean, or something?
Yeah, when you're with strangers, and you had a few. So I was telling these wild tales about myself and like crazy, like there's no way you could verify what I was saying. I was just making stuff up. So my buddy's like, I'm gonna do that, and so he's like, and he's kind of a nerd, best man at my wedding actually, but he's like, yeah, I play for Notre Dame football, and the girls like immediately goes, oh, you're on the team, so you know my brother.
Billy, this guy's on your football team.
Oh, it's wild. It's a good, like when you're in your 20s, 30s, that is a super fun time to go there. I do not suggest it for myself anymore. It's a little bit beyond me. Like Oktoberfest is another good one, but I don't think I'll ever go to Germany for that. Now,
that looks great.
My buddy Jay from JCD and Hobby, Jay was there last October, and it was incredible.
Just looks like debauchery.
I never say never on that one, but
yeah.
I'm getting to the age where I'm like, let's go to Retirement Village and play some pickleball. Which brings me to a story.
Bruno, I'm with you, and some of the people in the comments have mentioned this. You and I were lucky. We lived through the golden age of festivals. We saw Cineum Said. We saw Dot Fest. Remember Dot Fest?
We went to Visha.
Yeah, right. Visha. Yeah.
So this news source
Visha brings back bad memories. I don't like. I mean, I had fun. I had fun at Visha, but one of the nights that we were up there was one of the nights that things went bad, and a guy, and I don't think it was Visha related. I think there was just, a dude like stabbed a couple people, and we had been up there that night. We didn't see it. We weren't around it, but I remember that the next morning waking up and it was on the news. We're like, ooh.
I never went. I went to Schleisha, which is a pre-Visha party in Slater. That was always fun.
Schleisha.
I've done the Burr ride, the bike ride to Rippey that they do.
Yeah.
It goes from Perry to Rippey, but they do it in the middle of February. So,
but it's almost like they don't go anywhere. They start wherever they start, they stay there, kind of thing.
Bruno, we're gonna run out of time, dude. You have stuff you probably have stuff you're supposed to share with us.
I was just gonna say, now that I'm a little bit older, it's something I gotta be worried about. And you could see it coming, like the article says. Anthony Spinizza, 63, is charged with 2 counts of felony battery on February 8th in Port Orange, Florida. Which, by the way, a lot of these stories come out of Florida, but I I'll throw one in every now and again. But he was after a brawl broke out during a pickleball game. There was a dispute where playing against each other, two couples, and the argument began to about a rule. Words were exchanged between the men before the accused hit his opponent with his paddle, then punched him on the ground. Before it was all over, about 20 players became involved in the fight.
Nice. Oh my gosh. One of those dudes had a reputation.
Oh, but I don't know. It's like you take that competitiveness and then you throw it on into anything, and you gets a little bit sideways. And so those pickleball. My mom was all hot for pickleball. We got her the gear, and then she's like 6 months later, she's like, I'm done. I'm out. These people are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno, think about it though. The most people that can play in a pickleball game is 4. That means 5 courts full of people got involved in this fight. What's going on?
Right. See, I was thinking of the dynamics of the whole deal. Like, you got to have a lot of space. It's like having a pool table at your bar. You can't make any money on it. I don't understand the whole idea of like having a big pickleball complex where you have food and drink. It's beyond me. I don't know how you make money on it, but good on them. Good for them. And yeah. Speaking of needing spaces, we are about speaking of what we're doing, we're just about to put together our full we're gonna have a bunch of watch parties during World Cup.
Oh, okay. Yep. I imagine Royal Mile will be the kind of hub of that, right?
There'll be the hub, but we'll have some outdoor stuff where we'll have try to have those big 90-foot screens or however big they are, the big ones.
Bruno, when you do stuff like that, do you have to go through, is there special stuff you have to do if you're going to put up a big screen like that? Like, do you have to get a permit from the city?
No, I think the company that owns that would go through that, but I think the cost, or if you have over 1,000 people, which we don't plan on, you have to get special permission by FIFA to rebroadcast it.
Oh, okay.
But we're thinking 250 to 500 at any given time. But we've got a bunch of partners. Once I get it really tightened up, I'm going to let you know, but it's going to be happening at all of our places. We are going to be the headquarters for World Cup. Everyone else might try, but we're going to I've got partnerships lined up. I've been working on this for a couple of years now. But finally everything's kind of coming together, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be fun.
Does it feel like, cause I know you've been planning this for a while. Is this kind of like a wedding in a way? Like you've spent so much time planning.
Well, it is a little bit. There's a lot of moving parts, and every time you turn around, there's something else you got to get accomplished. But I'm pretty bold about this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think people would enjoy being out and watching the games. It's in June 11th through the 19th. Main players, big players in it are going to be the Royal Mile, but Fongs, Hessen House, Lucky Horse, and El Bait Shop. We have all those places have really big parking lots, except for the Royal Mile. That's why that's sort of our rain or shine, but also every single day. You'll be able to watch the matches on every day there. We just won't have that big thing except for the weekends. There's 6 full weekends. It's going to be fun. The U.S. is set up to at least make it out of the group stage, which means they'll be playing further into the tournament. So I'm pretty excited about it. Should be fun, and it's all in our time frame. So, there's
that's
only
a good point. There's no
11. There's an 11 p.m. game that
there's no 7 a.m. games or something.
No 7 or any weird stuff like that. Just weekday games. It's a little bit tough, but
are you going to get to a game?
No, I don't get. I've heard very expensive for the tickets, but I don't. You couldn't pay. I heard $7,000 average ticket for the Super Bowl. I wouldn't even go if they were 70. I don't think that's like, I have an 85-inch TV screen, and I defy a stadium to put on a better show than what I can do and hit pause and get some more nachos and whatever. Like, it's not my thing. I know it's a thing where you say, oh, I've been there, and you can say that you've been there. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend $7,000 to say I've been anywhere.
I like Tyler. Tyler said he might just go down to Kansas City and just hang around the stadium. And I do think there's some fun in that.
Well, in that area,
in that atmosphere, you can feel the energy. It's neat.
And I've done that even like for a Cubs game.
Go to
the area and watch a game.
Great example. Wrigleyville. It has a buzz. Yeah, it's a great point.
It's super fun. And I sound like a cheapskate or whatever, but I am price conscious, and I will tell you that we are working on making things more affordable. I said I got to check on this, but it's true. Cheeseburger baskets at the High Life Lounge are going from $8.99 to $6.99. We're taking $2 off. We looked at the prices and we're like, this is just, we didn't need to be this high to do it. So we're rolling out cheeseburger baskets, same good cheeseburger basket as always. The same quarter pounder as Applebee's has for their big QP. Again, I don't know what that means. Our quarter pounder is the same quarter pounder as their quarter pounder as far as the meat. But
big lettuce. We're changing the menus up. We're going to have split menus too, by the way. And the bait shop will have its own menu. High Life will have its own. But we're going to have the world famous $9.99 cheeseburger at the bait shop, which is a double patty half-pound burger for $10 with fries. These are almost the prices that it was when the place opened. I mean, it was a $5.99 cheeseburger basket, and I thought it was one of the best deals in Des Moines. And that was 20 years ago.
$2.75 back then. But remember, it's 22 years ago.
22 years ago. I thought it was $5.99. I thought it was a great deal. $5.99.
Today's prices to those prices, I think $2.75 is very close to $6.99. So,
Owen,
anyway,
thanks, buddy, so much. Talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll be back at it at 6 a.m. here on therushradio.com.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Willis Infinity. Excited to go over some new things this month. Right now, get into an all-new QX80 Lux with $7,000 in retail cash or 1.9% out to 60 months. On top of that, sport and autograph trim levels get an additional $2,000. On the other side of things, experience the luxury of a new QX60 and leverage $5,000 in retail cash or 1.9% at 60 months and an additional $1,000 on autograph and sport trims. For more information, visit our showroom or online at willisinfinity.com.
Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Missing a quality home-cooked meal? You know, the kind Mom used to make? Lucky for you, we found her recipe book. Welcome to the High Life. Welcome to the champagne of bars.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinion.